Coverage continues in Issaquah tonight, and that is where we have the GOP holding their watch party.
That's right. Fox 13's Hannah Kim is standing by. And Hannah, I know you have one of the candidates along with you tonight. What is their reaction so far?
Well, I can tell you, if you can hear this room still, you know, a lot of people talked up there at the podium, but there is a lot of energy here. And the Republicans in this room, they say that the momentum is behind them. They feel that this is their moment. And one of the stars they're touting is, of course, Tiffany Smiley, because most likely she will be up against Senator Patty Murray, longtime Democratic senator, of course. So we want to bring in Tiffany Smiley because with the results right now, she's at 32% to Senator Murray's 54%. So again, likely she will be facing her in November. Tiffany, thank you so much. I want to bring you in here. I know it's loud. A lot of smiles. I see a lot of people coming up and hugging you. I know it's been a long road for you. This campaign started for you in 2021. And I want to say this. You had 17 people running against Senator Patty Murray, and you came out on top. Why do you think that you were able to come out of that crowd?
Well, I launched, almost 16 months ago. I've been on the road. I've been in all 39 counties. I wanted to listen to Washington families. I was able to keep that path clear. We started raising good money, showing, I am funded by the people of Washington State. And we're on the right side of the issues. We're on the right side of the message. Our family knows what it feels like to be held down or pushed around or told you can't do something. And we emerged triumphant. We built coalitions to, deliver results and overcome major challenges. And that's what I want from Washington families. I want to deliver results for them. So our message is resonating across Washington State, and I'm very excited about where we're at.
I know it's all smiles now, but the reality is this is a very blue state. You've got a powerhouse of Senator Patty Murray now in Congress. So why do you think that you will be able to irk her out, a longtime politician with a lot of money? She has raised $14 million versus your $7 million. So money is a big deal here.
I don't have to match her fundraising to be competitive in this race. In fact, I have out fundraised her before, so that shows the power that's behind me as a first-time candidate political outsider. But if you've been in the Senate for 30 years and we're facing the highest gas prices we've had, the highest cost of living, empty shelves, crime on the rise, a fentanyl crisis, if you haven't been able to solve those issues for us in 30 years, what makes us think that you will be able to solve them in the next 6? It's time to turn the page. I was 11 years old when Patty Murray was first elected. I'm fighting for my children. I'm fighting for yours. I'm fighting for your grandchildren, for generations to come. We have to get Washington State on the right track.
So one of the things, again, inflation, I know you talk a lot about that, and crime, you talk a lot about that because when you have President Biden's poll numbers right now, I know that Republicans think that that's going to help them. But the reality is with Roe versus Wade overturning, that has really put a kink in the Republican Party because a lot of people here in America, the poll says, they're worried about that issue. Earlier today, we saw a small group of people here protesting you specifically because of your stance on abortion and because you're pro-life. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, to the protesters, they're expressing their First Amendment right. So I applaud that. That's why we are great in this country. We have freedom of speech. I have long believed that the abortion issue belongs closest to the people. That's in fact what the Supreme Court decision did, was give it back to the people. And I think Patty Murray should be clear with Washington women. Nothing changes here. Washington State long decided where they stand on the issue. And I have been very public on the record that I would not support a federal ban on abortion. I'm not going to D.C. to do that. I would be against that. I want to ensure that women and children here in Washington State have every resource, access to care, everything they need to go on and live happy, healthy lives, and especially in a moment of crisis, that they have every resource they need to make the best decision. I think the question that we should all be asking is, does Patty Murray believe in any legal limitations to abortion?
You had some strong words up there for her. Tell me about those words. You said that Patty Murray is scared and that she should be. Why did you say that?
Well, she came out attacking me 2 months ago. So as a 30-year incumbent, I think that's a really bad look when you come out attacking one opponent prior to the primary. She should be coming back and letting us know all the everything that she's delivered for us. So I just think it's a really bad look to go negative in June against your opponent that you haven't even been through the primary with. I think that's a bad look, and it's a bad look for a 30-year incumbent.
Last question I have for you is, now that most likely you will be the one facing her, how does your strategy change?
It doesn't change. We're on the right side of the issues. I will continue to engage with Washington voters, meet them where they're at, and offer solutions to the unique problems that we are facing. We need common sense, and I think that's clear across Washington state and all 39 counties. That's certainly what I've heard. So we need common sense. We need solutions to get our state back on track.
All right, first time running, and she's a newcomer from Pasco, Washington. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. All right.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you have it, and that was Tiffany Smiley here again. This room, you know, it's energetic. A lot of people have already left, but earlier today it was just full of cheers and hugs, especially for Tiffany Smiley there again. She is what they call a star in their party, and we're going to have more from her later on. But also at 9:30, we're going to talk to one of the Republicans who may be facing Kim Schreier in the congressional 8th district. That's another big one. So we'll have a live interview with Reagan Dunn coming up. Guys, back to you.